how's it going? My name is Tommy Atomic Rodriguez, your friendly neighborhood ecologist. How's everyone doing today? So, what are we going to be talking about? Well, I previously did a video on how I packed a bowl regularly. Now we're going to take a little bit of a detour here and show you how to pack Tangiers. Now this method was brought down to me from generations of hookah smokers by the mythical being known as Travis. Travis made us do it. So we're going to be doing a video on that today. Now this packing method is only one of many. I'm sure people have different ways of packing bowls, but from me doing it like this for the past few months, my bowls have gotten significantly better. So I thought I'd share that with you today. So what are we going to be packing? We're going to have Tangiers orange soda and Tangiers new lemon lime, and we need a few things first. Well, we obviously need the tobacco. We have a bowl. We have a foil poker, a fork, and some foil. And we have this napkin. What do we need the napkin for, say? Well, I'll show you guys in a second, but let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start first. We're going to go ahead and do a 50-50 mix here, 50 here, 50 there. Let's start with the orange soda. Now, what you want to do is grab your oyster fork here, and you want to swirl the tobacco around. You want to swirl it around so it's equally wet around the entire bowl. What we want to do is put the tobacco right to the rim. Now we're going to put it right to the rim, and tobacco in this particular sense is supposed to be dense, but I'll show you how we get that dense in a second. So we're going to go ahead and put our tobacco in. Now this is a pet peeve of some people, but you can go ahead and just drop the tobacco on the mat, or what you could do, what I normally have been doing, is making sure is that you put the tobacco right above the container that you're in, so any extra tobacco gets laved in there. Alright, so what you want to do is make sure it's all nice and even. Pack it down a little bit, just give it a little pat here. Scrape the fork and the tobacco inside. Now that we got that in there, let's go ahead and put the lemon lime. Close this container up. Oh, that smells so good. Swirl it around in there, make sure all the juices are nice and even. Don't swirl it too much, you don't need to overwork it, but swirl it just enough. Right, kind of look over there. What you want to do, personally, what I've been doing is kind of looking right at it to make sure the tobacco is right there at the rim. Now, if there's any extra in there, so just kind of scrape off the top a little bit and on the sides. And that is step one. Okay, now that you have your tobacco in your bowl, what you want to do is make sure that it's dense. So how are you going to do that? So you could touch it with your fingers, or you can do this fun little method, right? So you're going to want to get your paper towel, napkin, whatever you're using, cover it, make sure it covers the bowl completely, put it over on its side, call it a dirty little bowl, give it a nice smack. Me personally, I like smacking it a couple times, just make sure you don't hurt your hand. One for good measure. And now that it's smacked down, you want to clean the edges, right? So you're going to just use the rest of that paper towel, kind of scrape the sides, clean it off. And there you go. And that's how you get the perfect density right there. Now I'm going to give you a close-up in a second. Okay, now as you can see here, we have our tobacco nicely placed right here, and it's right under the rim now, probably by like a centimeter. What I do is, and I just kind of pat it down to make sure everything's nice and even all the way around the bowl. It's okay to get your fingers wet a little bit, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty, right? Now what you want to do is, with the rest of it, grab the other half of your fork and kind of just scrape the inside of the bowl so any lingering tobacco kind of falls in to place. You also want to do that on the spire on the inside as well. So, right? Now here's how you check if you got a good bowl and right density. What you want to do is treat it like a Blizzard from Dairy Queen and flip it on its side. You see how there's no tobacco coming out? Now that's how you know you packed it right. The next thing you want to do is get your foil. Now I recently upgraded my foil to Pitmasters, so it is a little bit thicker. It's kind of equivalent to Zomo foil. But what you want to do is a little bit tricky as well. I just recently learned this method a while ago as well, so I'm still fairly new at it. What you want to do is cover the bowl so it gets all the sides. Now you don't want to tighten it all the way so you can get a tighter fit. What you do is you just poke the holes all the way around. And once all the holes are poked, you want to go ahead and tighten it all up and make sure everything's nice and tight here. That way it's not loose and you have perfect grasp of everything. And as you tighten the foil, the bowl has a nice tight fit around it. As so. And that, guys, is how I pack Tangiers. Now, I know there's a couple different ways people pack Tangiers, but this is the way I was taught very recently, because apparently I was packing Tangiers wrong. And, you know, we live and we learn, right? Everyone can learn something every day. But this is what I've learned, and it's been working for me really well. Now, my sessions have gone from an hour 30 to 2 hours, maybe 2.5. I don't know. I don't really keep track when I'm smoking. But it's hitting really well. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bowl, but that's all I really have for you guys in this video. If you like what I'm showing up here, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when more videos pop out, and follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. You're going to look under _Hookologist. Find this beautiful face on Facebook. You're going to look under Tommy Rodriguez. Until next time, guys. Keep smoking.